GCSEs are now upon us. I got 10 nines in my GCSEs, including a 9 in English literature. And today I'm going to be giving you guys the last minute tips, what to do before your English literature paper coming from a straight grade 9 student. Now, please, the number one thing, first of all, is to subscribe to my channel. Trust me, you're in the right place for GCSE exam season. I'm going to be doing a video before all of the major subjects, so many videos during exam season. And like I said, I got all nice. So make sure you subscribe. Please leave a like. Please leave any questions as well. Okay, let's get straight into this then. Now, my first point, the first thing I want you all to do is to pause this video and just think, firstly, are there any weaknesses coming up in your English language paper? So think about what you're good at. Think about what subjects you want to come up. I really hope they do come up. But also you need to think, if this topic came up, like I'd be cooked, right? Think about the bad subjects that could come up that you would struggle with, and you've got to put some time aside to revise them, okay? Just a note on predictions. Sure, they're often very accurate, but I would not rely on them personally. The top students are not going to rely on a prediction, okay? So have a think about your weak areas and potentially use that in your vision too, okay? Next thing I want to talk about is paper 2. So this sounds weird because it's about paper 1, but literature comes up thick and fast. We've got paper 2 coming up next week, okay? This is a subject that could catch some people out. Please don't leave that paper 2 revision until the day before then, okay? So in the next few days, you can even put just 20 minutes aside to revise paper 2, yeah, because it's really, really important. A lot of other subjects you have half term to kind of like prep for paper 2, but literature is going to come thick and fast, so do not neglect your paper 2s, okay? Next point is examiners' reports. Read loads of these, okay? I've done quite a few videos on this, but you need to look at examiners' reports and read them. It's basically a long document that the examiners write every year with their best advice for literature. They tell you what's good, they tell you what's bad. Read these. This is what I did in the build up to A-level politics, and that helped me get an A star. So go through them, and that's passive vision. You could do it in the night. That's really, really going to help you get in that exam focus. Next point then is quotes. Make sure you learn quotes. If you're stuck now, you can still learn quotes. You can still learn more quotes. Everyone could learn at least 10 quotes between now and the exam. Set some as your background, okay? Your phone background. You've got to pick that up loads in a day. You shouldn't, by the way. Cut down your phone time during exam season. But set some quotes that you haven't learned as your phone background. If you're aiming for the 9, try and learn some, what I call like, almost like curveball quotes, okay? Quotes that will impress the examiner that not everyone uses, okay? See if you can learn a couple of them. ChatGPT can help with memorizing quotes. Try and find versatile quotes as well. So the top quotes that are most likely to come up, okay, that's really useful. For example, one that could be used for Lady Macbeth and the theme of violence, or Romeo and the theme of fate. Those versatile quotes are really, really useful, especially with limited time left. Right, this brings me on to the sponsor of today's video, which is honestly First Rate Tutors, which is perfectly placed for this video. Now, First Rate Tutors is the best English GCSE channel. Make sure you're checking them out. Make sure you subscribe to her. Channel's really, really useful. I'd be watching those videos 100%. Look at videos on the topics that you struggle with, and she's also got so much exam advice. So make sure you subscribe to First Rate Tutors, and she's also doing English language calls, okay, every Sunday throughout exam season. So that's really useful to do that as well. So check that out 100%. I'll be watching those videos of the top YouTubers who really, really know what they're doing with literature. Next point then is some exam tips. Okay, so that's in terms of the content. You can still learn content. Remember, guys, though, you do not want to be like cramming until 3 a.m., whatever, in the morning. I'd strongly advise against that. If paper 1 you're slightly more unprepared for, paper 2 prepare for in advance. Keep your sleep schedule, especially during exam season. Here's some exam tips then. Number 1, timings. Okay, be very, very, very careful with your timings. Here's what I want you to do. I want you, when you get into the exam, when you start on a question, in the top corner, write when you need to be finished by, okay? And stick to that. So for example, an extract question, 20-25 minutes. Say I get in at 9, I would write in the top corner, 9:20. The moment I started, have that in your head. I do not want you to miss out on timings. That would be really, really bad, okay? Timings is not going to catch you up. Make sure you're very clear on that. You've got to keep a fast pace. You have just got to write. Don't overthink it. Don't be that student that just gets so stuck thinking, am I right or wrong? Obviously, be careful with what you write, but I'd rather you wrote something than got so stuck and paralyzed in the exam. Another thing, when you get your question, okay, I want you to just take a moment, breathe, calm down, and think, okay? When you see that question in front of you, really just take a moment, read it twice, read it 3 times, and think, what do I think of this? What do I actually think of this? How am I going to answer this? Okay, calm down in the exam. I know it's easy to like have so much pace, be so stressed, be so worried. That's not going to help you. You've got to be composed, really, really understand what is that question asking you? What is going on here in an extract, for example? Okay, and my final exam tip, which is really important for a lot of subjects. You'll see a lot of my advice come up again and again. I'm just going to consistently remind you throughout exam season, ruthlessly be focused on the question. Okay, Do not get caught out. Don't answer a question that you didn't actually get. Be seriously focused on the question, okay? Think what it's saying. What is it asking you? Always link back to that question in your paragraphs. Yeah, make sure it's very, very clear you're answering that. And final point as well, and a little extra point, I'll be using something like ChatGPT in the night before, the days before, just to come up with some cool original points. Ask it, ChatGPT, like, what is a grade 9 original point for Macbeth around fate? Okay, for your thesis statement, right, your original points, your overall point of an essay, make sure, try and make it something like unique, a bit different, okay? And another thing as well, don't just like explain as you go through, analyze, yeah? You don't just want to say, firstly this happened, and then this happened, and then Romeo did this, and then blah, 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 yeah? Analyze a little bit more. Okay, I really hope that was helpful. Honestly, my channel is the place to be. Subscribe to me. Make sure you subscribe to First Rate Tutors as well. Leave a like. I'm going to be doing so many videos. Let's get to 20,000 subscribers before exam season ends. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Best of good luck. Please come back and let me know how it went, and make sure you are interactive in my channel. For those of you that are stressed, for those of you that want more help from me, I am doing something called the Final Push, where I basically do a 30-minute call every single evening throughout exam season. So check the link in the description for that, and you can get tickets for that as well if you're interested. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.